Live from the New York Stock Exchange, you're watching Financial Buzz Weekly. I'm Elena Bay, and here's a review of this week's market news. Stocks have a lot to prove this week after last week's all-time highs. On Monday, U.S. stocks kicked off the trading session with healthcare companies leading the charge that again lifted benchmarks to a new record. On Tuesday, stocks climbed even higher with the S&P advancing a fifth day, as gains in homebuilder shares helped offset losses among industrial companies. On Wednesday, Wall Street wavered. U.S. stocks started the session in the red, following a slowdown in the European economies. Although stocks snapped its five-day winning streak, markets were able to erase the retreat as Wednesday's choppy session ended essentially flat. On Thursday, energy companies got slammed as oil collapsed into a bear market. But the world's largest retailer, Walmart, helped drive the Dow Jones back to a record, offsetting declines in small caps and energy shares. Jobless claims remained at a 14-year low, but it did rise up to 290,000, which is the highest reading in 7 weeks. Earnings season started to wind down. So far, among the S&P 500 companies that have reported earnings, 80% beat estimates for profit and 60% topped sales projections. The big number on Friday was retail sales, which rose 0.3% in October. Consumer sentiment is spiking going into the holiday shopping season at 89.4. Now let's take a look at some company highlights. Retailers and banks were in the spotlight this week. Macy's gained 5.1% on Wednesday, despite the retailer cutting its earnings and sales guidance for the year. The department store posted third-quarter earnings that beat estimates, even though the revenue was disappointing. Walmart delivered positive same-store sales and a better-than-expected net profit of $3.71 billion. The retailer says they're very optimistic about going into a successful holiday shopping season heading into the fourth quarter. Shares of Citigroup and JP Chase dropped after the U.S., Swiss, and British regulators fined those two banks plus three others $4.3 billion over currency manipulation. There were allegations that these global banks tried to manipulate the foreign exchange market. Plug Power's earnings report brought more pain to its stocks, demonstrating just how volatile a fuel cell stock can be. The company reported its third-quarter earnings, and the net loss for the quarter was $7.46 million. The main driver of this net loss was the cost of revenue. Verizon made headlines this week after the company announced a new marketing plan for this year's Black Friday shopping season. So instead of offering discounts and deals on Black Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, Verizon will be giving out their deals the day before. Verizon has cleverly dubbed the day Connection Day. And finally, since our initial coverage of Bind Therapeutics on Financial Buzz, shares of the company had surged about 30% with their phase 2 clinical trial of a therapeutic platform and their lead drug, which is scheduled to be released on November the 19th. Thanks for watching Financial Buzz Weekly. I'm Elena Bay. We'll see you again next week.